did my thesis project on water conservation, focusing on how through the act of conserving water, an individual farmer or landowner can help agriculture, ecosystems, and society prosper. I focused on my father's farm in Jessamine County. My father wants the water on our farm to be as clean when it leaves our farm as it was when it entered. Conservation of water isn't about saving water. It is about having enough clean water at any given time and place to meet our needs. The idea of conservation is to preserve a specific source for future use. Therefore, from an anthropological perspective, clean water is important to maintain in order for future generations to be secure. The way we use our water is critical to benefiting future generations, and what we do with our water now will be reflected in the future. There are many ways in which a farmer or individual landowner can benefit from water conservation. This picture sums up all the ways in which we can utilize conservation methods on farms. The use of a riparian area for tree and plant cover around the streams, artisan springs flowing clean water into troughs for cattle, proper fencing so water doesn't become contaminated, and maintenance of wildlife habitats to create healthy ecosystems are all very important methods of water conservation. Each of these methods are individual to the farmer of how they utilize them. Water is one unit that controls all things occurring on the farm. However, a farmer can't understand all of these methods on his own. The soil, cattle, and wildlife all benefit from water conservation, which is made possible through the relationship of the landowner and state programs. The relationship which farmers and landowners have with the state is an important one. On our property, we work with the United States Department of Agriculture, Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, Kentucky Forestry, Soil and Water Conservation Committee, and professionals which help with the hay and cattle production on the farm. These state programs provide financial and technical assistance to support conservation efforts on private agriculture land. Because there is support and encouragement from the state in order for landowners to benefit from water conservation methods, it should be something we think of without hesitation. Gregory Bateson is an ecological anthropologist who believes that the individual, society, and ecosystem all depend on one another to make the system function properly as one unit. I believe that this theory holds true for water conservation because the farmer must rely on his own consciousness of water conservation methods, as well as the expertise of the state and the durability of the land which he owns. Therefore, the relationship between the farmer, state programs, and his ecosystem must all work together to allow proper water conservations to be utilized. My father's farm is the perfect example of how all these factors work together and ultimately benefit from water conservation.